Echoes of the unknown. In the vast expanse of space, where silence reigns supreme and stars twinkle like distant memories, the Nexus station hung like a gleaming jewel. This marvel of human engineering, a sprawling complex of interconnected modules and docking bays, represented humanity's most ambitious venture into the cosmos. It was here, on the fringes of explored space, that humanity hoped to make first contact with alien life. Commander Zara Chen stood at the observation deck, her dark eyes scanning the infinite blackness beyond. At 35, she was the youngest station commander in Earth's history, a testament to her brilliance and dedication. Her slim figure belied the strength within, both physical and mental, honed by years of rigorous training and the challenges of space life. "Commander," a voice crackled through her comm, "we're picking up an anomaly on long-range sensors." Zara's heart raced. "What kind of anomaly, Johnson?" "Unknown, ma'am. It's like nothing we've ever seen before." As if on cue, a shimmering distortion appeared in the distance, growing larger with each passing second. Zara's breath caught in her throat as the distortion coalesced into a massive ship, its design utterly alien and breathtaking. "All hands, this is not a drill," Zara announced, her voice steady despite the adrenaline coursing through her veins. "Prepare for first contact protocols." The alien vessel dwarfed the Nexus station, its hull a mesmerizing swirl of colors that seemed to defy the laws of physics. As it approached, a beam of light shot out, enveloping the station in a soft, pulsating glow. Panic rippled through the crew, but Zara remained calm. "Hold your positions," she ordered. "Let's see what they want." Suddenly, the observation deck shimmered, and three figures materialized before her. Zara gasped, taking in their otherworldly appearance. Tall and slender, with iridescent skin that shifted colors like oil on water, the aliens regarded her with large, multifaceted eyes that seemed to peer into her very soul. The central figure stepped forward, its movements fluid and graceful. When it spoke, the words formed directly in Zara's mind, bypassing her ears entirely. "We are the Luminari," the alien communicated. "We come seeking alliance and knowledge." Zara straightened, acutely aware that she represented all of humanity in this moment. "I am Commander Zara Chen of Earth. We welcome you to Nexus Station." As the words left her mouth, alarms blared throughout the station. Johnson's panicked voice came through the comm. "Commander, the station's systems are going haywire. We're losing control." The Luminari leader tilted its head, multifaceted eyes blinking in what seemed like confusion. "We meant no harm. Our presence sometimes interferes with lesser technologies." Zara's mind raced. The fate of the station, and possibly Earth's first interstellar alliance, hung in the balance. She had to act fast. "Can you help us stabilize our systems?" she asked, hoping the aliens' advanced technology could save them from disaster. The Luminari conferred silently among themselves, their skin rippling with patterns that Zara suspected was a form of communication. Finally, the leader turned back to her. "We will assist," it said, "but to do so, we must integrate one of our kind with your crew. A cultural exchange, if you will." Zara hesitated. The offer was both thrilling and terrifying. Allowing an alien to integrate with the crew could provide unprecedented insights into their technology and culture, but it also meant trusting these unknown beings with the lives of everyone on board. As if sensing her dilemma, the Luminari leader added, "We understand your hesitation. Trust is not given, but earned. We offer Zil Ara, our most adaptable youngling, as a gesture of goodwill." From behind the leader, a smaller Luminari stepped forward. Its skin shimmered with hues of blue and green, and its eyes, though alien, held a warmth that Zara found oddly comforting. Time was running out. The station shuddered, and warning lights flashed across the control panels. Zara made her decision. "We accept your offer," she said, extending her hand to Zil Ara in a very human gesture of agreement. The young Luminari reached out, its slender fingers brushing against Zara's palm. A jolt of energy passed between them, and for a moment, Zara saw flashes of another world, crystal spires reaching into pink skies, vast oceans teeming with bioluminescent life, and technology beyond her wildest dreams. As the visions faded, Zara noticed the alarms had quieted. The station's systems were stabilizing, the crisis averted. The luminary leader nodded, satisfaction evident in its posture. Zil-Ara will remain with you, learn your ways and helping you understand ours. May this be the beginning of a great alliance between our peoples. With that, the other luminaries shimmered and vanished, leaving Zil-Ara standing beside Zara. The massive alien ship outside the station pulsed once, then disappeared in a flash of light that momentarily outshone the stars themselves. Zara turned to Zil-Ara, whose multifaceted eyes were wide with what she assumed was excitement or nervousness. It was hard to tell with an alien face. "Welcome to Nexus Station," Zara said, managing a smile despite the whirlwind of emotions and questions swirling inside her. "I hope you're ready for an adventure." Zil-Ara's skin rippled with patterns of gold and silver. "I am eager to learn, Commander Zara Chen. Our journey together begins now." As Zara led Zil-Ara out of the observation deck to meet the rest of the crew, she couldn't shake the feeling that everything was about to change. Humanity had dreamed of this moment for centuries, first contact, the dawn of a new era. But as with all great leaps into the unknown, it came with risks and challenges they couldn't yet fathom. One thing was certain, life aboard Nexus Station would never be the same again. Whispers of stardust. The days following first contact were a whirlwind of activity aboard Nexus Station. Zil-Ara's presence sparked a mix of curiosity, excitement, and trepidation among the crew. Commander Zara Chen found herself walking a delicate line between fostering cooperation and maintaining security. As dawn broke on the seventh day, or what passed for dawn in the eternal night of space, Zara made her way to the newly christened Harmony Lab. It was here that human scientists worked alongside Zil-Ara, attempting to bridge the vast technological gap between their species. The lab's doors whooshed open, revealing a scene of organized chaos. Holographic displays flickered with alien symbols, while human computers struggled to process the influx of new data. In the center of it all stood Zil-Ara, its iridescent skin pulsing with patterns of deep purple and electric blue. "Commander," Dr. Aisha Patel, the station's lead xenobiologist, greeted Zara with barely contained excitement. "You won't believe what we've discovered." Zara raised an eyebrow. "Try me, Doctor. I've seen quite a few unbelievable things lately." Aisha grinned, her dark eyes sparkling. Zil-Ara's biology, it's not just advanced, it's revolutionary. Their cells can manipulate quantum fields at will. It's how they communicate, how they travel through space. It's everything. Zil-Ara's multifaceted eyes blinked in what Zara had come to recognize as amusement. "Your excitement honors us, Dr. Petal, but there is still much to learn." As if to emphasize the point, one of the holographic displays suddenly flickered and died. A young technician groaned in frustration. "Sorry, Commander," he said, running a hand through his disheveled hair. "We're still having trouble interfacing our tech with the luminary data streams. It's like trying to run a supercomputer with a potato battery." Zara frowned. Despite Zil-Ara's presence, they were still struggling to fully utilize the alien technology that now permeated the station. It was a constant reminder of how far humanity had to go. "Keep at it," she encouraged. "Every small step." Her words were cut short by a violent shudder that ran through the station. Alarms blared as the lights flickered ominously. "Status report." Zara barked into her comm. "Commander, we've got a problem." Johnson's voice crackled through. "Remember that anomaly we detected when the luminary first arrived? Well, it's back, and it's not alone." Zara's blood ran cold. She turned to Zil-Ara, whose skin had taken on a pale, almost translucent quality. "What is it? More of your people?" Zil-Ara's response sent chills down her spine. No, it whispered, multifaceted eyes wide with what could only be described as fear. They are the void dancers, consumers of worlds, destroyers of light. The station rocked again, more violently this time. Zara steadied herself against a console, her mind racing. Zil-Ara, I need answers. Who are these void dancers? Why are they here? The alien's skin rippled with dark, turbulent patterns. They are ancient enemies of the Luminary. We hoped they had been lost to the depths of space, but it seems they have followed us here. Another tremor shook the station. Sparks flew from overloading circuits as the crew scrambled to maintain control. Commander, Johnson's panicked voice came through again. 3 vessels just appeared out of nowhere. They're absorbing energy from the station. Our shields are failing. Zara's mind whirled with the implications. Had the Luminary inadvertently led these void dancers to Earth? Was this first contact about to become humanity's last stand? She took a deep breath, centering herself. This was what she had trained for. The unknown, the impossible. It was all part of the job when you were at the forefront of space exploration. Zil-Ara, she said, her voice steady and commanding. I need everything you know about these void dancers. Weaknesses, strategies, anything that can help us survive this. The alien nodded, its fear seeming to recede in the face of Zara's determination. I will share all I know. But Commander, you must understand. The void dancers do not seek conquest or resources. They feed on the very essence of sentient life. The terror, the despair, it sustains them. A chill ran down Zara's spine, but she pushed the fear aside. Then we'll just have to show them that humanity isn't on the menu. Dr. Petal, gather every scrap of data we've collected on Luminary technology. Johnson, initiate emergency protocols and prepare for possible evacuation. As the crew sprang into action, Zara turned back to Zil-Ara. You said your people thought the void dancers were lost to space. How did you defeat them before? Zil-Ara's skin shimmered with a complex pattern that Zara couldn't decipher. We didn't, it admitted. We fled, scattering across the galaxy, hoping to lose them in the vast emptiness between stars. Zara's heart sank, but she refused to give in to despair. Well, running isn't an option for us. This station is humanity's foothold in deep space, and Earth isn't far behind. We stand and fight. The alien's multifaceted eyes studied her intently. Your species continues to surprise me, Commander. Such determination in the face of overwhelming odds. Perhaps this is why the Luminary sought you out. Before Zara could respond, the station lurched violently. The lights flickered and died, plunging them into darkness broken only by the eerie glow of emergency backups and Zil-Ara's bioluminescent skin. Commander, Johnson's voice was barely audible through the static. They've breached the outer hull. We have intruders on multiple decks. Zara's mind raced. They were outgunned, outmatched, and facing an enemy they barely understood. But giving up wasn't an option. Humanity had come too far, endured too much, to fall at the first real challenge the universe threw their way. She turned to her motley crew, human scientists, engineers, and one alien ally, all looking to her for guidance. In that moment, Zara felt the weight of not just the station, but all of humanity resting on her shoulders. All right, listen up, she said, her voice cutting through the chaos. We may be outmatched, but we're not beaten. Humanity didn't come this far to roll over at the first sign of trouble. We're going to find a way to stop these void dancers, and we're going to do it together. Zil-Ara's skin pulsed with a warm, golden light. Your courage is inspiring, Commander. The Luminary chose wisely in seeking an alliance with your people. Zara managed a grim smile. Let's hope that wisdom pays off, because right now, we need a miracle. As if in response to her words, a new alarm blared, but this one was different. It wasn't a warning, but a signal that would change everything. Commander, Johnson's voice came through, a note of disbelief in his tone. You're not going to believe this, but "We're picking up a transmission. It's from Earth." Zora's eyes widened. Earth was light years away. No conventional transmission could reach them here. Unless... "Put it through," she ordered, her heart pounding. The speakers crackled, and a familiar voice filled the room, a voice that shouldn't have been possible to hear. "Nexus Station, this is Mission Control. We've detected a situation. Help is on the way. Hold the line. Humanity stands with you." As the message repeated, Zara looked around the room, seeing hope rekindling in the eyes of her crew. Even Zil-Ara seemed to stand taller, its skin shimmering with newfound energy. "Well," Zara said, a fierce grin spreading across her face. "You heard Earth. Let's hold the line." With renewed determination, the crew of Nexus Station prepared to face the Void Dancers. The battle for humanity's future among the stars was just beginning, and Zara Chen was ready to lead the charge. Little did they know, the greatest challenges and the most incredible discoveries still lay ahead. Quantum entanglement. The impossible message from Earth had ignited a spark of hope aboard Nexus Station, but the situation remained dire. The Void Dancers' assault continued relentlessly, their otherworldly ships draining energy from the station like cosmic vampires. Commander Zara Chen stood in the heart of the station's control center, surrounded by holographic displays showing the ever-worsening situation. Beside her, Zil-Ara's skin pulsed with rapid patterns of deep crimson and electric blue, a visual representation of the aliens' agitated state. "Commander," Zil-Ara communicated directly into Zara's mind, "I believe I understand how your people were able to contact us across such vast distances." Zara turned to the luminary, her eyes sharp with interest. "Go on." "The quantum entanglement technology we use for communication. It seems your scientists have stumbled upon a rudimentary version of it. Crude, but effective enough to pierce the veil of space-time in moments of extreme necessity." Dr. Aisha Patel, who had been furiously working at a nearby console, spun around. "That's it. Commander, remember that experimental quantum comm array we installed last month? The one that kept overloading?" Zara nodded, the pieces starting to fall into place. "Are you saying that array accidentally linked up with Earth's prototype system?" "Exactly." Aisha's eyes sparkled with excitement despite the dire circumstances. The Void Dancer's attack must have created some kind of quantum resonance that activated both systems simultaneously. A thunderous boom echoed through the station, followed by the screech of tearing metal. Zara steadied herself against a console as the floor shuddered beneath them. "Fascinating as this is," she said, her voice tight with tension, "how does it help us right now?" Zil-Ara's multifaceted eyes blinked rapidly. "If we can harness this quantum link, we might be able to create a feedback loop. One that could disrupt the Void Dancer's energy-draining technology." "And how exactly do we do that?" Zara asked, even as she began to formulate a plan. "We'd need to reconfigure the quantum array," Esha chimed in, her fingers already flying over her tablet. "But more than that, we'd need an enormous power source to amplify the signal." Zil-Ara's skin shimmered with an intense silver glow. "I may be able to assist with that, but it would require a deep synchronization between myself and your technology. The process would be intense." Zara met the alien's gaze, understanding the unspoken risk. "Are you sure about this?" "No," Zil-Ara admitted, a ripple of what might have been fear passing across its iridescent skin. "But as you humans say, desperate times call for desperate measures." Another violent tremor rocked the station. Warning klaxons blared as new alerts flashed across the holographic displays. "Commander," Johnson's panicked voice came through the comm. "The Void Dancers have breached the inner hull. They're, oh God, they're like living shadows. Weapons aren't affecting them." Zora's jaw clenched. They were out of time and options. "Do it," she ordered, looking from Aisha to Zil-Ara. "Whatever it takes, make it happen." What followed was a frenzied race against time. Aisha and her team worked feverishly to reconfigure the quantum array, While Zil-Ara prepared itself for the dangerous merge with human technology, Zara coordinated the station's dwindling defenses, buying them every precious second she could. Finally, after what felt like an eternity compressed into mere minutes, Aisha looked up from her work. "It's ready, Commander." But what?" Zara demanded. "The power requirements are off the charts. Even with Zil-Ara's help, I'm not sure we can generate enough energy to make this work." Zara's mind raced. They had come too far to fail now. Her eyes fell on the station's main reactor core display, and a dangerous idea formed. "What if we overloaded the main reactor?" she asked. "Channel all that power into the quantum array." Aisha's eyes widened. "That could work, but, Commander, that would destroy the station. We'd have minutes at most to evacuate." Zara nodded grimly. "Better to sacrifice the station than let the void dancers take it, and us with it." She turned to Zil-Ara. "Are you ready?" The alien's skin pulsed with a kaleidoscope of colors. "I am prepared, Commander. Whatever the outcome, it has been an honor to work alongside your species." With a deep breath, Zara opened a channel to the entire station. "All hands, this is Commander Chen. Prepare for immediate evacuation. This is not a drill. Get to your designated escape pods now." As the evacuation order blared throughout the station, Zara, Aisha, and a small team of engineers stayed behind to execute their desperate plan. Zil-Ara positioned itself at the center of a hastily constructed interface, its body beginning to glow with an intensity that hurt to look at directly. Initiating reactor overload, one of the engineers called out, his voice tight with tension. The station's lights flickered and surged as power was diverted to the quantum array. Zil-Ara's form seemed to blur, its physical body merging with a stream of energy flowing through the systems. Suddenly, a piercing shriek filled the air, a sound so alien and terrifying that it sent chills down Zora's spine. Through the observation window, she could see the Void Dancer's ships writhing in space, tendrils of dark energy lashing out wildly. "It's working," Aisha shouted over the cacophony of alarms and otherworldly screams. "The quantum feedback is disrupting their energy absorption." But their victory was short-lived. Even as the Void Dancers reeled from the attack, the station itself began to tear itself apart. Panels exploded in showers of sparks, and the very floor beneath them groaned with the strain. "We have to go, now," Zara yelled, grabbing Aisha's arm and pulling her toward the exit. As they raced through the disintegrating station toward the last remaining escape pod, Zara realized with a pang of guilt that Zil-Ara was nowhere to be seen. The alien had sacrificed itself to save them all. They barely made it to the escape pod, the doors sealing shut behind them just as the corridor collapsed. As they jettisoned away from the dying station, Zara watched through the small viewport as Nexus Station, humanity's greatest achievement in space exploration, erupted in a blinding explosion of light and energy. The shockwave hit their pod, sending them tumbling end over end into the void. As the stars wheeled crazily outside, Zara closed her eyes, saying a silent prayer for her crew, for Earth, and for the brave alien who had given everything to save them. When she opened her eyes again, the view outside had changed. The Void Dancer's ships were gone, seemingly vaporized by the quantum explosion, but in their place was something else, a shimmering distortion in space that grew larger by the second. "Commander," Aisha whispered, her voice filled with awe. "Look." As they watched, the distortion coalesced into a familiar shape, the massive, colorful hull of a luminary vessel. But this one was different, more massive than the ship that had first contacted them. A beam of light enveloped their pod, and Zara felt the familiar sensation of luminary communication forming directly in her mind. "Commander Zara Chen," the voice resonated with a power she hadn't felt before. "Your bravery and sacrifice have not gone unnoticed. The Luminary High Council has deemed humanity worthy. A new era begins today." As their pod was drawn into the massive alien ship, Zara realized that the destruction of Nexus Station wasn't an end, but a beginning. Humanity had faced its first true cosmic trial and emerged victorious, proving their worth among the stars. Whatever came next, Zara knew that the universe would never be the same, and humanity, with its unyielding spirit and newfound alien allies, was ready to face it head-on. Cosmic rebirth. The luminary vessel's interior was a breathtaking fusion of organic architecture and advanced technology. Zara, Aisha, and the handful of survivors from Nexus Station found themselves in a vast chamber that seemed to pulse with life. The walls shimmered with bioluminescent patterns, while gravity itself felt more like a gentle suggestion than a constant force. As they marveled at their surroundings, a figure materialized before them, a luminary elder, its iridescent skin a tapestry of deep purples and golds. When it spoke, the words formed directly in their minds, rich with emotion and meaning beyond mere language. "Welcome, children of Earth," the elder intoned. "I am Sci-Fi, overseer of the Luminary High Council. Your actions against the Void Dancers have earned you a place among the starborn races." Zara stepped forward, her voice steady despite the whirlwind of emotions inside her. "We're honored, overseer, but we've lost so much. Our station, our foothold in space, and Zil-Ara. How can we possibly move forward from this?" Sci-Fi's multifaceted eyes seemed to soften. Zil-Ara's sacrifice was not in vain. In merging with your technology, it unlocked potential within your species that we had only theorized. Behold. With a gesture, the chamber wall became transparent, revealing a sight that took Zara's breath away. Outside, in the vast expanse of space, fragments of Nexus Station were coalescing. But they weren't simply reforming, they were evolving. Luminary technology merged with human ingenuity, creating something entirely new. "Is that Nexus Station?" Aisha whispered, her eyes wide with wonder. "It is becoming something more," Sci-Fi explained. "A fusion of our technologies, born from Zil-Ara's sacrifice. We call it a Nexus seed, the beginning of a new type of space station, one that can grow and adapt like a living organism." As they watched, the reformed station pulsed with energy. Tendrils of light stretched out, forming new structures and systems that seemed to defy the laws of physics as humans understood them. "This is impossible," one of the engineers muttered, his voice a mix of awe and disbelief. "Impossible is just a word for something you don't understand yet," Zara replied, a small smile playing on her lips. She turned back to Sci-Fi. "What does this mean for us, for Earth?" The luminary elder's skin rippled with patterns of excitement. "It means, Commander Chen, that your species stands on the brink of a cosmic revolution. The Nexus seed is but the first step. With it, you can create waypoints throughout the galaxy, allowing for instantaneous travel and communication across vast distances." Aisha's scientific mind was racing, like a network of quantum-entangled nodes. "Precisely," Sci-Fi confirmed. "But more than that, these stations will serve as incubators for new technologies, merging the best of luminary and human innovation. They will be universities, research centers, and diplomatic hubs all in one." The implications were staggering. Zara could already envision it, a network of living stations spreading throughout the galaxy, with Earth at its heart. But a sobering thought tempered her excitement. "The Void Dancers," she said, "are they truly gone?" Sci-Fi's demeanor grew serious. "No, Commander. They are wounded, retreated to the dark spaces between galaxies. But they will return, hungrier than ever, which is why we must prepare." With another gesture, a holographic display appeared, showing a map of the Milky Way. Dozens of points lit up across its spiral arms. "These are the locations where we propose to seed new Nexus stations," Sci-Fi explained. "Together, they will form a defensive network against future incursions. But more than that, they will be beacons of cooperation between our peoples and others we have yet to meet." Zara's mind reeled at the scope of what was being proposed. It was more than just rebuilding what was lost. It was catapulting humanity into a new era of galactic citizenship. "This is overwhelming," she admitted. "How can we possibly manage something of this scale?" Silvox's skin shimmered with what Zara had come to recognize as amusement. "You underestimate yourselves, Commander." It was not luminary knowledge alone that defeated the Void Dancers. It was human ingenuity, your capacity for creative problem-solving in the face of impossible odds. That is why we chose to make contact with your species. The Elder's words filled Zara with a sense of pride, not just in herself, but in all of humanity. They had faced their first true cosmic trial and emerged stronger for it. "There is one more thing," Silvox added, its tone becoming almost reverent. "In merging with your technology, Zil-Ara made a discovery, one that could change the very nature of our existence in this universe." The holographic display shifted, zooming into subatomic level. What they saw defied description: particles that seemed to exist in multiple states simultaneously, pulsing with an energy unlike anything they'd encountered. "We call it cosmic essence," Silvox explained. "It is the underlying fabric of consciousness itself, the bridge between mind and matter. With it, we may be able to transcend the very limitations of physical form." Aisha's scientific curiosity was piqued. "Are you talking about digitizing consciousness? Uploading minds into machines?" "That would be a crude approximation," Silvox replied. "This is something far more profound. Imagine being able to exist as pure thought, to travel the cosmos unbound by physical constraints, to experience reality in ways we can scarcely comprehend." The concept was so alien, so far beyond current human understanding, that Zara struggled to grasp its implications. But she could see the wonder in her crew's eyes, the hunger for knowledge that had driven humanity to the stars in the first place. "This is why we need you," Silvox continued. "Your unique perspective, your drive to explore and understand. Together we can unlock the true potential of cosmic essence and perhaps in time, unravel the very mysteries of existence itself." As the weight of everything settled upon her, Zara realized that the destruction of Nexus Station hadn't been an ending at all. It was a rebirth, the dawn of a new chapter not just for humanity, but for all sentient life in the galaxy. She looked at her crew, seeing in their eyes the same determination and excitement she felt. Then she turned back to Silvox, her decision made. "All right," she said, her voice filled with resolve. "Where do we start?" Silvox's skin erupted in a dazzling display of colors. "With a journey, Commander Chen, to the heart of the galaxy itself, where the boundaries between thought and reality blur. Are you prepared to take that first step into a larger universe?" Zara smiled, feeling the weight of history on her shoulders, but also the thrill of uncharted possibilities ahead. "We're ready," she declared, speaking not just for herself, but for all of humanity. "Let's reshape the cosmos together." As the Luminary ship prepared to embark on this new adventure, Zara couldn't help but feel that they were standing on the precipice of something truly monumental. The age of cosmic enlightenment was dawning, and humanity would be at its forefront. The stars beckoned, filled with mysteries beyond imagination, and they were ready to answer the call. Echoes of eternity. The journey to the galactic core aboard the Luminary vessel was unlike anything Zara or her crew had ever experienced. Space and time seemed to bend around them, stars streaking past in ribbons of light as they traversed distances that should have taken millennia in mere moments. As they approached their destination, the very fabric of reality began to warp. The ship's viewports showed swirling cosmic energies and gravity waves that defied comprehension. At the heart of it all pulsed a blinding light, the supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way. "Behold," Silvox's voice resonated in their minds, "the cosmic forge. It is here, where the laws of physics break down, that we will unlock the true potential of cosmic essence." The ship came to rest in a pocket of calm space, seemingly impossibly close to the event horizon of the black hole. As Zara and her team prepared to disembark, Silvox approached them, its skin rippling with patterns of deep blue and gold. "What you are about to experience," the Luminary Elder warned, will challenge everything you think you know about reality. Are you prepared? Zara looked at her crew, Aisha, her eyes bright with scientific curiosity, Johnson, nervous but determined, and the others, each carrying the hopes and dreams of humanity on their shoulders. She nodded. We're ready. They stepped into a chamber that defied description. It was as if they were standing in the heart of a star, surrounded by swirling energies and pulsating light. Yet they felt no heat, no discomfort, only a profound sense of connection to the universe itself. This is the nexus of thought, Sci-Fi explained, its form seeming to blur at the edges. Here, the boundary between mind and matter, between thought and reality, becomes permeable. As if to demonstrate, the elder's body dissolved into a cloud of shimmering particles, then reformed. Zara gasped, her mind struggling to process what she was seeing. Now, Sci-Fi continued, you must open your minds. Let the cosmic essence flow through you. Do not resist the call of the universe. Zara closed her eyes, taking a deep breath. She felt a tingling sensation, starting at her fingertips and spreading throughout her body. When she opened her eyes again, the world had changed. She could see the quantum fabric of reality, the very strings that held the universe together. More than that, she could feel the thoughts and emotions of her crew, of the luminary, of countless beings across the galaxy, all connected in a vast cosmic web. This is incredible, Aisha's voice echoed, not through sound, but through pure thought. I can see the equations that govern reality itself. The accumulated knowledge of countless civilizations, Johnson marveled, his consciousness expanding to encompass eons of history. But it was more than just knowledge. Zara felt herself stretching across time and space, experiencing the birth of stars, the collision of galaxies, the very moment of the Big Bang itself. She was everywhere and everywhere at once, a cosmic consciousness unbound by physical form. And then she saw it, a glimpse of something beyond. A multiverse of infinite possibilities, layers upon layers of reality stacked like the pages of a cosmic book. And at the edges of perception, something else, entities of pure thought, ancient beyond imagining, watching and waiting. The architects, Sci-Fi's thoughts resonated. The first beings to transcend physical form, they shaped the very laws of our universe. As quickly as it had begun, the vision faded. Zara found herself back in her body, gasping for breath. Her crew looked equally shaken, their eyes wide with the weight of what they had experienced. What was that? Zara managed to ask, her voice trembling. Sci-Fi's form solidified, its multifaceted eyes gleaming with excitement. That, Commander Chen, was your first step into true cosmic awareness. You have touched the fundamental nature of reality itself. But those beings, as she interjected, her scientific mind racing to process the experience, the architects, are they gods? In a sense, Sci-Fi replied, they are beings of pure consciousness, unfettered by physical laws. They exist in a state of constant creation, shaping and reshaping reality at will. The implications were staggering. Zara's mind reeled with the possibilities, and we can become like them. In time, the Luminary Elder confirmed, this is the true purpose of the Nexus Seed Network, not just for defense or exploration, but as a means to elevate all sentient life to a higher state of being. As the team discussed their experiences, sharing insights and theories, Zara felt a sudden shift in the energy around them. The swirling cosmic forces intensified, and a new presence made itself known. A figure coalesced before them, not luminary or human, but something other. It radiated power and knowledge beyond comprehension. When it spoke, it was as if the universe itself was communicating. Children of the cosmos, the being's thoughts reverberated through their minds. You stand at a crossroads. The path you choose will determine the fate of not just your species, but of all life in this universe and beyond. Zara stepped forward, her voice steady despite the awe she felt. What are you? I am an echo of the architects, the being replied. a fragment of cosmic will, left behind to guide those who reach this point. You have proven yourselves worthy of the next great leap in evolution. The entity waved a hand, and the chamber around them transformed. They stood in a vast cosmic arena, surrounded by swirling galaxies and newborn stars. Behold, the architect's echo continued, the canvas of creation. With the power of cosmic essence, you can reshape reality itself. But with great power comes great responsibility. Images flashed before them, civilizations rising and falling, species transcending physical form, entire universes born and dying in the blink of a cosmic eye. You must choose, the being said. Will you use this knowledge to elevate all life, to break the cycles of conflict and suffering? Or will you be tempted by the power to reshape reality in your own image? Zora looked at her crew, at Exilvox, feeling the weight of this moment. They stood at the precipice of something greater than they could have ever imagined. The next step would change everything. We choose cooperation, Zora declared, her voice ringing with conviction. We choose to lift up all sentient life, to explore the cosmos together, and to face whatever challenges lie ahead as a united front. The architect's echo seemed to smile, though it had no discernible face. A wise choice. But the road ahead will not be easy. The void dancers are but one of many threats that lurk in the dark spaces between realities. You must be prepared. With a gesture, the being imbued them with cosmic knowledge, the secrets of manipulating cosmic essence, of traversing realities, of reshaping the very fabric of space-time. Go forth, the echo commanded. Spread the nexus seeds across the cosmos. Unite the sentient species of the universe, and when the time comes, when you have grown beyond the confines of this reality, we will be waiting. As the being faded, its final words echoed through their minds. The next chapter of cosmic evolution begins with you. Shape it wisely. Zara and her team found themselves back aboard the Luminary ship, their minds expanded beyond imagination, their bodies humming with newfound power. They looked at each other, seeing not just their physical forms, but the cosmic potential within. Well, Zara said, a smile playing on her lips despite the enormity of what lay ahead. I guess we have work to do. As the ship prepared to return to Earth, carrying with it knowledge that would reshape human civilization, Zora couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement and trepidation. They had started this journey seeking first contact, and now they stood on the brink of becoming cosmic architects themselves. The universe, in all its infinite wonder, awaited, and humanity, hand in hand with the Luminary and whatever allies they would make along the way, was ready to take its place among the stars. The age of cosmic enlightenment had truly begun.